Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and I sort of feel bad about leaving She-Hulk out of all of the update stuff, so I think I am going to pick up her uniform and see what is up, because I was really happy with Immortal Hulk's uniform. Obviously, Cho's uniform ended up being a huge bump for him despite not awakening him yet, so he even has more space to grow. And although She-Hulk doesn't have a tier 3 or awakening, which I think is going to make some people think that she's just straight up worse, I think it'll be an easy or a good way for me to compare her to Cho by building her up as is and seeing what she can do, because she has all defense down like Cho, she's got a heal like Cho, she's got a buff 45% for 8 seconds, and then she's got a 30%. So I think you can really push her physical attack to new heights. And I know I only have 1,000 crystals left, literally 1,002 crystals, but I'm pretty close to the last thing here for this whatever reward, this mythic ticket. Not that I really need another mythic ticket, I think I have 2 already, but I was at 8,000, so I was like, you know what, I guess, you know, I could get the uniform, and we can have a little bit more content and see, maybe this is finally the uniform that makes She-Hulk usable in more content, and it's more than just, we said this about a last uniform, we said this about her Fantastic Four uniform, that it was more than just a leadership uniform, and she looks great. You could argue that she lost those looks a little bit, but on the flip side, hopefully she has gained something in the way of damage, because I think she had quite a bit of survivability, and I don't think they touched her survivability too much. Skill cooldown, physical attack. Okay, we're not gonna go too far with these upgrades, because I am low. I spent a lot of chips on Cho and Hulk, so we got that roll there. We just need to roll this to cooldown. You know what? I actually don't think we need to roll this to cooldown. We're at 47%. What we need to do is we need to roll this to ignore defense, because she is lacking ignore defense. We had it at crit damage. I don't think we can go ahead and do that. We have Power of Angry Hulk stage 5. We are now capped. There we go. A little bit under capped on skill cooldown, but that's okay. Do we need to level up any of these skills? So she still has her minus 50 with 5 seconds of immunity. She's got another minus 50 there. We can level that up. So it's minus 10 on each hit with the heal. And then we do want to level this one up as well because of the 45% buff. And you can have that buff up all the time. So basically her attack here is 23,700. But if you consider, I mean, we would use her own leadership. But for example, because it's a 45% increase to her damage, you can essentially consider it as having the Hyperion leadership, which is 45%. So that means that she would go up from, what is this, 24,000 physical attack. With her buff, given her own leadership, she would go up to 28,000. And maybe that's something that She-Hulk was missing, because you use her leadership and it's good. It's not good against Proxima, but it's good otherwise. But you do miss out on the buff, like the stat buff to physical attack or well, all attack, physical attack or all attack. So yeah. We're going to go ahead and see here. I don't think I want to upgrade any of her gears. We have a CTP of refinement. It's a pretty hilarious build here. Not... Oh, she's at level 62. Jeez. This is not a solid build, boys. Yeah, I have not given She-Hulk much attention. Jeez. I feel kind of bad. Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, let's 66 maybe? We'll leave her at 66. They didn't change any of her other passives, so she still has super armor, damage reduction, and chain hit. She doesn't have a passive heal, but let's see here. We can't use her, like I said, against Proxima with her own leadership. So let's try her against a stage 50, which is what I was testing them against Proxima. Let's try stage 50 Quicksilver and see how she does, because she does have the advantage here against male characters. Ooh, you know what? We could use... I thought that was Abomination for a second. We could use Abomination. I don't want to use Abomination, though. We're going to get the crit damage and crit rate here from Warwolf. Valkyrie isn't doing much. We could put her in for the physical attack dodge and the 50%, 55% HP. Or no, 30% HP. My bad. Let's not. Let's just do this for the... And then we're going to just drop all the strikers. So yeah, Valkyrie's just here for the CTP of Insight. I have a CTP of Refinement, so there's no proc. I have no idea what to expect. I haven't seen any videos on She-Hulk. This is really a first attempt. I don't do these videos that often, So let's see here. So she's still got this one here. She's got the heal. Where's her heal? Okay, it's at the end of that skill. Oh, okay. So where is the all defense down on her? Oh, she doesn't have any ignore dodge. My bad. Yeah, whoops. We need ignore dodge strikers. We do definitely need ignore dodge strikers. Okay, let's try this again. Let's swap her for... That's only 20%. I don't want to have too many strikers. So, well, let's try 80%. Yeah, okay. I don't want the strikers to muddy up the field. I want to be able to see what She-Hulk's doing so I can get a feel for her skills. This is sort of how I approach a new character with skills that I haven't seen before. I try to get a feel for, you know, how long the skill takes to animate, what the skill looks like when it's animating, and this kind of thing. Oh, we get blinded here. That's nice. Okay. Get frozen there. Nice. So her heal happens at the end of the fourth skill. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's the weird fire breath thing, right? Yeah. I need him to come here. Okay. So you don't cancel 5. So only 4 has the all defense down. I saw 3 had all defense down as well. Does 3 not have all defense down? It does. We're gonna keep getting blinded. This is mad annoying. Okay. She readjusts her direction. That damage is really bad, though. The damage on 3 is really bad. Damage on 4 is bad as well. Damage on 5 seems okay. But, yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't want to misrepresent She-Hulk. I'm sorry, She-Hulk. Okay, let's try this. Let's try She-Hulk here. We're not going to use her leadership, obviously, because it's not going to work. But we're going to try her here. We're going to bring back Valkyrie. And we are going to bring in, not Abomination, but we can just use Crescent's 60% physical attack. Okay, let's try this. I'm very underwhelmed. Now, a CTP of Patience is better than a CTP of Refinement. A CTP of Refinement is literally doing 0 for her damage. But she does have 50% all defense down. It's only for 5 seconds, but it does exist, right? It does exist. Now, the other thing is she has got iframes on 5 and 4. So you can basically just do 5, 4, and then 3. So it'd be very easy to keep her from taking damage. Very easy survivability. Because 5 is a full iframe. But where's her damage? I know she's only level 66. Okay, 5 has some decent damage actually. Before the damage on 3 is really bad. And the damage on 4 seems negligible as well. I got snared there. I couldn't use the 3rd skill. The CTP of Refinement coming through. Could you imagine? Yeah, her damage seems really bad. Besides the 5th skill. Dang. Maybe 70 is needed. I never really saw a huge bump in most characters. But, I mean, the last time I tested was, like, last year with Ronin. But I never really saw a huge bump between 60 and 70 for World Boss specifically. If the rest of the build stayed the same, 60 to 70 didn't really seem like much of a change. But this is bad. This is definitely by far the worst of the trio that I've covered so far. Abomination, Hulk, and Cho. Yeah, this is damage in the thousands, which is bad. Not even the tens of thousands. I mean, the double iframe is nice. It feels very much like Abomination, where you have 2 long iframes on 5 and 4, and then you have some protection, but she has no accumulation. She's only got 5 seconds of 50% all defense down, which is nice, but she doesn't have very many hits either, right? So I don't see a CTP of energy really doing a lot for her. Like, you can sit here and count the hits, right? That's like 12 hits. That's like maybe 15 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, maybe that's like 15, 20 hits tops. Yeah, this doesn't look too good. I don't know. Maybe I need to take her to 70. Maybe I need to give her a damage proc. But what would you proc on either? She's not going to be able to finish this stage. She's not that bad, actually. I will say she's not doing that badly. For a character that doesn't have any kind of proc whatsoever, she's really not doing that badly. Where's her buff? Is it there? Yeah. What's this 20? Oh, that's her obelisk. Or her ISO 8 set, excuse me. I like her 5th skill. I like the gamma breath, and I like the explosion with the tanker. But yeah, the 3rd skill, man, they could have done more for her on the 3rd skill. I like the gamma, like the colors. It's a lot of face tanking. You know, 2 actually has decent damage, it seems like. But yeah. Okay, hang on. All right, I felt bad for She-Hulk, so we went ahead and buffed her up. We're now ranked 250. We got some of her gears to 22. We got her to level 70. We got those Uru to 4-star physical attack. We replaced some of the recovery rate with crit damage and skill cooldown. We got capped ignore defense, basically capped cooldown. We went ahead and bumped up her crit rate with a crit rate 140 proc. We re-rolled this to crit damage, the 4th gear, because we got her uniform to heroic, and we got the ignore defense from the 3rd option. So now let's see how she does. I feel bad for Proxima as well, because this whole update, all we got was physical characters. So we've all just been beating up on Proxima repeatedly. I think you want to proc on 5 though, right? I was thinking about it. And we didn't proc on 5. We got a little bit of nice range there. Okay. Where's our proc? Where's our damage proc? That's pretty good. Okay. No proc there. Oh, we got interrupted. That's not good. Yeah, the 3rd skill damage is really bad. But you can chain 5 into 4 really cleanly. The problem is just no proc. Really hard to proc with a regular obelisk, it feels like. Not enough hits. Procking on 4 is really bad. Another miss proc. Ah, that was almost half a bar. Yeah, you can't really cancel her skills either. Yeah, 5 is basically her only good damage skill. She can face tank. Yeah, I feel like they really could have gone further with this. Nah, that's not bad, actually. 5 is not bad. 5 hits quite hard. She must have a ton of attack stats, right? Because she's getting 60% from Crescent, and then she's getting 45% from herself, from her 4th skill buff. It's just she doesn't have enough hits. They really could have doubled up the hits on 4. 5 is nice, but I really feel like 4 could have been better. Her 4 feels a lot like Red She-Hulk's 5, where it slows down time, but for some reason it feels more tolerable than Red She-Hulk's 5. But the damage is not there, dude. I know it's only a 140 proc, and she's definitely tanky, which is what you want in a Hulk character, but I really feel like she could have gotten accumulation. I know they're giving accumulation to basically every character nowadays, which is kind of boring. But on the flip side, well, on the flip side, the damage won't be as good otherwise, right? But if not accumulation, they have to come up with a new sort of effect, I think. I think we're due for another sort of fracture type effect being introduced to the game. But yeah, she feels like she's missing something. She's too plain of a character. Wow. Okay. She's too plain of a character. And the explosions are cool, and the beam is cool. The sort of roaring breath is nice, but it's not really enough. Like, why would you invest in Red She-Hulk when you have Cho right there? You have Immortal Hulk right there. Right? I feel like the devs really counted on just the fandom of She-Hulk and the fact that she's in the Avengers, she's been in the Avengers recently, rather than giving the character something to actually make her interesting or marquee in any kind of way, right? Obviously, she's always had her leadership. She-Hulk has always been one of the best leaderships in the game and the most unique leadership in the game, which is cool, but I feel like they could have expanded on that in some way. I don't know. Maybe for herself only, she would have increased damage to females as well, only for herself, so that she would be more flexible and you could build her more easily. But as it stands now, the boss that she's best for, you can't even use her own leadership on, right? So I'm pretty sure they should have thought of that before. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very... It's just like a vanilla character. It just feels like a vanilla character with all defense down. The fire, the breath is really cool. The gamma breath is really cool, but it's not enough. Yeah, okay. It's just not enough. Yeah, I don't know. She's missing something. It's kind of a bummer. I think she's missing something to really make her marquee. Some sort of new effect. I can't really think of something off the top of my head, but some sort of new effect. Her striker ability is her fourth skill, which does have all defense down. So she is an all defense down striker, but it only happens when you get attacked. So because of that, it's not as good. But actually, the gamma radiation striker ability in general is good. 10% increase all attack. For characters that have lower attack stats, it's actually quite good because you can stack up, as you can see, if you have all 4 of them. And hopefully Red Hulk, when he gets his uniform, 50% all attacks. It's kind of interesting. 25% all resistance and 50% all attack. Should be cool. But yeah, I'm a little bit underwhelmed with She-Hulk, especially after comparing her to Red She-Hulk, Abomination, Cho, and Immortal Hulk. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. Hit me up. Besides the look of the character, I know. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.